What's up, guys? It's JeramieLu Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here for another Lightroom edit of an amazing shoot that I did at Hatch. I am just going to start by saying thank you guys so much for viewing this and watching this and supporting the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If this video helps you in any possible way, give me a thumbs up and then continue to follow to see what we're doing. I do some live stream stuff, some editing, some fun, cool stuff. So with that being said, learn a little more about me in the description below. And let's get to it. That's what people say on YouTube. All right, so here's what we're doing today, guys. This was shot at Hatch Reno. Hatch, amazing old school building. This was shot with a Canon 5D Mark IV, 1/500th of a second, f2.0 ISO 1000, at a 50mm Sigma Art lens. Natural light only, except I do have a reflector, a giant foam core board pointing back this way to add some light here. I don't know what it is about this image, but I absolutely love it. I love the way it looks. I'm a huge fan of eyes when I take portraits, and so anything or any look that comes at me, I'm really happy. We're going to be editing with the palette gear, Magic Keyboard, and a Wacom Medium. Read about these in the description below. I talk about these enough. You guys should totally check this out. But basically the palette gear here, all these buttons are able to work with all of this stuff right here, and I can change everything that I need and just use these buttons and these keyboard or this and without having to do anything else. So really cool, and plus it's super fun. They're like little, Street Fighter buttons. So we're gonna get this started. We're gonna start with a preset that I've created called J Style, and if you guys look at this, bumps the contrast, clarity, vibrance up, and then also sharpening a little bit. Adds a little bit to the reds and the yellows, and just from that change right here, you can see this big difference right here. And this I call J Style because this goes into the style that I like to edit. A little high contrast, a little bit of fun, and that's what I like, and that's what I go for. It's something that I would always do with every photo anyways, so why not create a preset to kind of rock that out. We're gonna just bring into the center here a little bit, right? So I'm gonna keep showing you guys what it looks like before and after. We're just bringing it into the center here, so our eye goes into the center. I am gonna up the exposure just a little bit, and we're right now just kind of playing with the entire image in itself. And we're gonna up the contrast up just a little bit more. Pull down the shadows just a little bit here. See that shadow kind of change right there. Oh, I'm liking this. Up this exposure just a little bit. Let's see our before, after. And then I want to change the temperature here a little bit. So I'm going to use my palette board here so you can kind of see how I play with this. And we're just going to slide it down just to taste, right? We're just going to look at it on a calibrated screen here. We're going to look at this and bring that down a little bit. Perfect. I want to make sure that I get some light into her eyes. So boom. It's almost like too blue, too white, and I kind of like that. Perfect. So that's kind of the base to our edit here. Now we're going to play a little bit. So we have our pen here for our Wacom. We're going to go and we are going to, we select skin smoothing, which I believe there's a skin smoothing preset that kind of comes onto it already. I've adjusted mine a little bit. So mine is clarity of 70 and then sharpness added 25. And we're just going to do a light little drawing here. So if you use a Wacom enough and your pen enough, it's almost just like writing on paper, drawing on paper. So I'm just going to kind of hit her skin right here. And I actually like this. So this is a model portrait. If you guys have seen other portraits that I do, I don't usually let it stay at -70. But this one I want to give a little bit, not fantasy, but a little bit of fakeness to. I am going to bring it down a little bit now that I just kind of told you why I wouldn't do that. And then I'm going to do just one more here. So I'm going to hit new. Skin smoothing still chosen, and I'm just going to kind of get right into here a little bit just to kind of clean up under her eyes here, just a touch. Right there, just a little bit, just to kind of pull that out. Cool. Now, what I want to do is play with some dodging and burning. So I always do skin smoothing, and then I hit new, and then I always go to dodging and burning. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to burn. That means we're going to make everything a little bit darker wherever we color. It brings down the exposure. So I'm going to play kind of with this like sandy, I don't know what it's called, dirty blonde hair, but like she has some like silver in her hair. So this is really cool. So we're just kind of emphasizing the dark, making the dark a little bit darker. Right there. Just going to kind of pull this in, make this a little smaller. This button that I keep touching is changing the brush size, guys. How cool is that? Oops. See, we're just making that a little bit darker. Just the stuff that's naturally dark, we're just kind of adding more, or I guess less shadowing to the area. Just going to kind of play with this. And then just down the nose right here, just something super, super simple. It always feels and looks weird as you're doing it. Look, she has a mustache. That might be going away. Okay. Let's erase this. I think I got too color happy. Okay, I'm going to go back to my A brush because that's my main brush. I'm just going to color in here. Let's get into her eyes here. And what we're going to do is we are just going to kind of quick little draw right there. Quick little draw. Money. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our dodge tool. So we're going to hit up our dodge. We're going to come into here. And dodging is adding light to the area that we need. Zoom out, and then we get to play with some of these little highlights here. So right here in the nose, a little on the brow, right there. Cool. Play with the hair a little bit. All this, the bright areas of her hair. So I'm just kind of coloring in these little bright areas of her hair. Perfect, guys. So we're just going to keep coloring all this. Love that. Oh, I'm super happy with this image so far. Come on, keep coloring, keep coloring. Very cool. All right, so I'm looking at her skin now. That looks a little bright. It looks a little bright to you guys as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this down a little bit. That's a lot of it. Let me bring it down to where it's supposed to be. Okay. Just going to watch it. Boom, just like that. Before, after. Before, after. Subtle changes, right? Subtle changes within the entire image that kind of change the image to what I want it to become. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a new brush, and we're going to play with clarity because I want a few things to pop out just a little bit more. So I'm going to do some clarity here on just partial, the pieces of hair that kind of stand out to me. It's just right there, maybe just a little bit right there. So the cool thing with the Wacom, guys, is that it doesn't actually work until you put pressure down on it. So I kind of float with my hand and then put pressure down where I need it. Just like that. I used to do a lot of clarity in the eyes when I would dodge it, and then I just started to hate that. It was just not cool anymore. So I don't do that anymore. Up, 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 up. Let's just make this crazy, right? Boom, boom. Awesome. All right, guys, that was a 8-minute edit. Well, probably like a 6-minute because I talked for like 2 minutes. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Tell me if this helped you in any way, what you would have done different. Remember, it's all subjective. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will talk to you later.